Again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, from behind us. Here's Gary Ward and Greg Connell, two completely dissimilar aircraft. And we're going to do some fine and fancy flying with them now. Smoke is on, watch for the dive. And there it is. Airspeed, watch for it. Here comes the brake. Boom, baby, crossover brake. They're going to bank these airplanes. They're going to pull hard. Coming back around the Airshow Center here, you got Gary Ward on the left, Greg Connell on the right. Throttles are up there, generating all kinds of horsepower here. Head on past, keep your eyes on it, and woo! Now they're going to start to pull. They're each going to do a half Cuban turnaround. They've switched in, so now we've got Greg Connell on the left, Gary Ward on the and opposing roll. Gary goes to the vertical. Greg goes to the vertical. Here comes Gary Ward in from the left. That's a bit of a shark's tooth there. And he's on the vertical again. Got that stick hard over to the right. Oh, he kicks a little rudder and elevator in it. He's tumbling it around up there. And here he comes. He's dropping down again. Greg Connell is going to come in from the right with the pitch Model 12 starting right now. Pulls up onto the vertical. Let's keep an eye on what he's going to do. Rolling the airplane around and around and around. His airspeed is bleeding off. Oh, he's got it hung beautifully. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Torque roll. Back in the Airshow Center as Greg Connell is dropping down. Here's Gary going over the top. Oh, he's going to push hard this time. And he's going right into a torque roll. What an unusual entry into a torque roll. Hanging by the propeller, the torque of the engine, spinning the airplane around, going back through his own smoke, holds onto it at a basic distance. And he's out of it. Wow. That is an extremely difficult maneuver to do. The airplane is going backwards. The elevator wants to snatch the stick right out of your hands. Greg Connell in from the right. Onto the vertical again. Coming up over the top. Watch for it. Rolls it around a bit. Here comes Gary Ward. Greg Connell tumbling his airplane as Gary Ward goes over the top, tumbling his airplane as well. Ends up in a knife-edge spin and pulls out of it. Greg Connell with the pitch Model 12 coming in from the right. Gary Ward out there, he's going to reposition for his next entry. Greg Connell back onto the vertical. Gary Ward's coming back in. His smoke is on. Gary's on the vertical. Rolling the airplane around. Gary's coming right up behind him. They're way up there. I've actually lost sight of Greg Connell. I can see his smoke. There's his airplane. Kicked it over into hammerhead stall. Gary goes over the top into Humpty Bump. Into a knife edge spin. Gary Ward coming around from the right. Greg Connell from the left. Here's Gary coming in. He's got that MX2 cranking. Oh, wait a minute, he slowed her down a little bit. He's going to roll it over. They're going to do loops, one inside, one outside. There's Gary with that outside loop. Oh, he's pushing that thing hard. Getting ready for the next pass, coming around from the right-hand side. In the double winger, the Pitts Model 12, that's Greg Connell. And in the single winger, that's Gary Ward. Setting up for their passes, we're going to do a little follow my leader. Looks like we're going to do a little follow line leader on loops here. That's Greg Connell rolling around Gary Ward, following down. Back onto the vertical again. They're climbing over the top. Both of them hanging by the belts right now. Rolling the airplane around. Greg Connell in the lead. There's Gary rolling around. Cuban turnaround. Whoa, Greg Connell really pulled that time. So did Gary. These guys are really racking these airplanes around right now. Up onto the vertical, wait for it. Airspeed is bleeding off, wait for it. There he is. That's the rudder kick, that hammerhead stall turn in formation. Greg Connell rolling on the way down. Oh, man. These guys are having a tremendous amount of fun right now. Looks like Gary Ward is closing up now. You're going to see something spectacular here. You know, the interesting part about this is that these are two completely dissimilar aircraft. They both have different flying characteristics, different speeds, different rates of acceleration. And to try and fly them in maneuvers with each other is really a pretty hard thing to do. Coming around from the left, that's Greg Connell in the lead. Smoke is on. Gary Ward behind him, his smoke is on too. Greg rolls inverted. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the squirrel cage roll. Right now, all the blood there in Greg's head. It used to be in his feet. Oh, but he's glad to roll it back upright again. Whew, that's got to be hard work.
Did you see that airplane?
During an aerobatic ride, there's a small thing called a panic factor. That is when you realize that as you roll your airplane inverted, that your seat is no longer touching the seat of the airplane. Been there, done that. It's very interesting. Joining up in formation again. It looks like they're going to come around here. Smoke is on. I'll tell you what, I'd be hard-pressed to choose between these two if I was given the opportunity to fly either of them. It just seems to me that it would be a very, very difficult choice. Both aircraft have wonderful characteristics and wonderful qualities about them. And to get the opportunity to go for an ultimate roller coaster ride in one of these airplanes would be just incredible. I would not be able to pick between the two outside of tossing a coin. Now, they did tell me earlier today that they were going to try to do a little bit of stump the announcer. And right now, they're succeeding. They've got me stumped. Well, we're just going to watch. Oh, I see what they're doing. There's Greg Connell in the lead here. Looks like he might be coming in for a landing. Yeah, he's definitely slowing her down. Here comes Greg Connell, the Pitts Model 12, on the landing. He's grabbing all of his brakes. He's trying to get off of that first turn off because he knows that Gary Ward is right behind him. Oh, he's got to do some dusting. He must know I'm down here. Here comes Gary Ward. He's still got the ponies all the way up. Are we having a little bit of one-upsmanship? Right back at you, Gary. That was a wild pass. I thought for a second Gary was pulling back on the throttle. I should have known better. Gary Ward, when he is flying aerobatics in that MX2, he does not like to pull back on the throttle. That's all there is to it. Here he comes around again. He's still got that throttle fireball. He's having way too much fun with this thing. I don't know. I get the feeling something is going on down here. We break for roadkill? Are you kidding me? Oh, here goes, here's Greg Connell. He's going to taxi back in. And who might you be?
Bob Gump.
You're Bob Gump.
Yeah, I'm a instructor. Bob's Discount Flight School.
All right, Bob, we'll get to you in a minute here. Here's Gary Ward. He finally lands his airplane. You can tell he's had too much fun. I love the paint job on both of these aircraft. Somebody really went through some conniptions to get these airplanes looking beautiful. I see Gary Ward is turning around there. Oh, he found the taxiway. Oh, no, he didn't. He found the grass. Well, that works. It's pretty solid out there. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to pull the canopy open. How about a big round of applause for Greg Connell, the Pitts Model 12. Here comes Gary Ward. Here's a man who has way too much fun with that MX2. No lie.